everybody. Welcome back. David Robertson from the Financial Center once again to just share some thoughts with you. Well, if I'm guessing correct, I bet you've either just done some of your taxes for the previous year or you're in the midst of doing them right now. So I have a thought to share. It's about legally reducing some of the taxes that you might pay, a thought that maybe is near and dear to many of our hearts. And just recently, some of you may have heard Tim or I talk about this in the past, but it's a new technology, a tool that we have available to us that actually did not exist just a few years ago. It's called TMS, Tax Mitigation Service. Again, what it does is it allows you to legally avoid or reduce some of the taxes that you may have to pay on some of your accounts. Not all, mostly the non-IRA accounts, which would be the trust or the TOD accounts. Again, the results that Tim and I have seen so far, we're very excited about to help people to, again, legally avoid or reduce some of those taxes that you might have to pay. Rather than me tell you about it, I've arranged to have one of our good friends from Asset Mark, a great partner and strategist for us, David Studer. David works with this tax management service, or TMS, on a daily basis and is uniquely qualified to spend some time to share with us, tell us about some of the fits or some of the reasons why you might want to utilize this tool, and how a little bit of how it works. So without much more ado, I will turn this over to David. And David, you tell these good people about all the reasons why this might make sense for some folks. Take it away, David.
Well, thank you, David, and good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dave Studer here, Senior Vice President, Head of Asset Mark Tax Management Services, and I appreciate the opportunity to talk with you all today about one of my absolute favorite topics, which is saving taxes. Now, I think it's fair to say that while taxes are a necessary evil, it's not what you make, but it's what you keep. And our goal at the Tax Management Service, I refer to it as TMS, is to help investors retain as much of their portfolio growth as possible, thereby helping you to achieve your financial goals. Now, when it comes to investment portfolio, making informed decisions can be the difference between long-term success and failure. And numerous factors can impact your financial well-being over time. And for many investors, paying taxes lands high on their list of concerns. So given complicated tax laws and your evolving financial needs, questions often arise throughout your wealth management journey. Questions like, if my financial situation changes and I need to change my asset allocation, what would the tax consequences be? Or if I shift my assets into a new investment strategy, will there be a taxable event? Can I receive proactive tax management ongoing throughout the year, not just at year end? Or what are the tax consequences of life events? And maybe another, how can I preserve generational wealth? Now, you're not alone in asking these questions, and there's many more questions like that. Conceptually, every investor knows that taxes can decrease overall portfolio return. So what if your financial advisor could show you personalized investing scenarios that show you the impact of investment changes and capital gains taxes? Well, with Asset Mark's Tax Management Service, your financial advisor can do just that. So why would TMS be important for you? Well, I know David talks with you about market volatility and staying the course with your chosen investment strategy. Well, and what happens in your portfolio day to day as the market goes up and down, the prices of the securities go up and down as well, right? Well, until recently, tools available to take advantage of this were limited. And now with TMS, your portfolio can be monitored every single day. And the technology is looking for opportunities to harvest losses while at the same time stay true to your long-term investment objectives and risk tolerance. In essence, volatility actually becomes a tailwind by creating the opportunity for TMS to harvest losses and offset gains and potentially income. So if you're using TMS and you read the news of market swings, you know that the portfolio that David and his team have selected for you is working even harder. We launched the TMS service in January of 2024, and as you know, the markets have performed very, very well during the 24 and 25 seasons. Remember the tariff tantrum last year? TMS was harvesting losses every day. What about the most recent events and ongoing events here in the Middle East? TMS is harvesting losses every day for thousands of investors across thousands of accounts. Again, just a few years ago, this technology was not available. Now, you may say that's great, but does this change my investment strategy and objectives? And the answer is no. TMS is tightly integrated with the investments in your portfolio, and it is always seeking to optimize the tax savings while staying fully invested. Now, there's a vast array of use cases. I've talked a lot about tax loss harvesting to this point, but there are a vast array of use cases TMS supports. A couple more examples for you. Are you interested in consolidating accounts, yet you don't take actions because of potential tax implications? Or another example is you may have to have what we call a large concentrated position, which maybe you bought a stock, it's really appreciated well for you, and you have a high unrealized gain. And you're trying to decide, how do I diversify out of that? TMS specializes in these types of cases and many others. Now, I won't get into the weeds here, but if you do have these examples or any other scenarios that keep you from taking action because of the tax implications or concerns, I'd encourage you to reach out to the Financial Center. I'm confident TMS can help you. Now, we don't have a lot of time today, but there are a couple of questions that have come through that I'd like to try to answer for you. The first one is, who is TMS best suited for? Well, generally, anyone looking to keep more of their portfolio returns by minimizing taxes is a good candidate. It's a taxable account. It's exposed to potential tax implications. It can save you or potentially save you on taxes. The second question is there an account minimum? And there is. So TMS works with accounts at 100,000 plus or more. But I would say that accounts at 250,000 plus tend to see more of the tax savings. But that said, TMS has generated meaningful tax savings across a full range of account sizes. So in summary, TMS is personalized and comprehensive service that makes tax management a straightforward, intuitive, and seamless process for you and your financial advisor. It's customizable to align with your personal situation and investment objectives today. So if you think TMS may be able to help you, please reach out to David and his team at the Financial Center. Thank you very much for your time today. David, back to you.
David, thank you so much. That was great info. I hope what that did for many of you out there was to help you to just get a little taste of what this technology might do. Now, as David pointed out, doesn't fit for everybody. It doesn't work for IRA accounts. It's just non-IRA accounts. If any of you have questions, please give Tim or myself a call, and we're happy to set up some time to visit. And if you know of anyone else that could benefit from paying less in taxes, please feel free to share this video with them. Till next time, we'll see you soon. Bye now.